Yeah, as long
As
as
long
they're
as they're what?
as long as they're timestamps.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, for the what you call for the past papers, the full past papers, yeah,
Yeah.
those ones they'll
Hey,
have time.
that's a big help. Yeah, that is a big help with timestamps.
Away. Anyways, let us see here. Proving, giving reasons. Oh yeah. Wait, what's the description? Yeah. So you see here, whatever the description is, that's the most important thing. You're better off reading the description and forgetting to answer a question than the other way around. I don't know if that's really meaningful, but whichever way, if a question is difficult, normally the description has the answers. It says here, right in the diagram, PK, what does it say? PK is a tangent at K. So this is a tangent, right? Now, it then says here chord LS. Now, the reason why LS is a chord is because it doesn't matter if L goes all the way to P. L ending at S here is a chord because it's a line directly from the one point all the way to the other point. Now, this may look like a diameter, but we will only be able to confirm that it's a diameter if we are able to prove that this is 90. Because
Right.
if this is 90 and it is subtended by this line, then it makes this line a diameter. But then until we can prove that some way, somehow, we cannot assume anything. We can just keep in mind that this is just a chord. A diameter is also a chord, it's just a special kind of chord. So that all
Wow.
being, pardon?
I said, wow.
Yeah, it is what it is, it is what it is. A diameter is also a chord, it also wants to be appreciated. It also wants to be classified amongst its family members, So
I thought a chord only works if you have a tangent. Hence why I was asking why did they say
nah.
L is a chord? There's no tangent shown here.
Yeah, no. The only thing with the 10 chord theorem is because the two have to be present. It doesn't necessarily mean a tangent always has a chord. No. The only thing with the 10 chord theorem is that if it's a tangent, right, you always want to find out, okay, fine, where do you have a chord that is also touching the tangent? Of which we have two chords actually. There's this one here, but then you see, as long as there's no point specifically labeled here, then it basically just means that this chord is useless to us. So you don't even have to focus on that. The other chord that we have that also touches our tangent is this one here. You see, so this point is labeled and this point is labeled. So this chord is definitely useful. Now, the reason why this is useful is because if you think of our tangent in particular, right, this is the tangent over here. And this is our chord. So the 10 chord theorem, we have two chords actually. There's this green one, and let's maybe make the other one purple. Where is purple? The other purple, this one. So you see there are two chords here that both touch our tangent. The idea is the 10 chord theorem. If you use the purple one, the purple chord, you have to focus on the angle opposite the purple chord, you see. So meaning that this angle here between the tangent and the purple chord is going to be equal to that angle, you see, because it's always about the angle that is opposite your chord. If you think of the green chord, then this angle here will be equal to this angle there. You see, because it's always about the angle opposite the chord you're talking about. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think I labeled it
Whew.
wrong here.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all
Because I'm
learning.
confused between the ten chord theorem and where the angle is. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, madam. So for now, we might as well even leave those. They may be helpful. It then says here,
Yeah.
M and N. Where is M and N? M and N are points on KP. There's KP. Yeah, M and N. No. They said M and N are points on KP and SP respectively. Yeah, so M is on SP, N is on KP. And then it says here such that MN is parallel to SK. So MN is parallel to SK. And then it says here code SK, where's code SK? No, code KS and LN intersect at T. So, okay, that's just them describing the sketch really. Now, I think I kind of remember this question more clearly now, or more, yeah, a bit better than I remembered it beforehand.
Yeah.
So with all this being said, yeah, we really don't want to take anything for granted. The first question for 4 marks says, prove giving reasons that K4 is equal to NML. Where is K4? K4 is over there. And then the angle they're talking about is NML. So it's this one here. I'm going to deliberately label it in purple. The reason why I'm deliberately labeling it in purple is because we labeled K4 in purple. So the fortunate thing is, anytime you need to prove that an angle is equal to a specific angle, don't focus too much on those two angles directly, because if you want to form a theorem that's going to say this is equal to this directly, you're not going to find it. What you're better off doing is find something that is equal to K4, and then find something that is equal to this angle individually, you see. And then 90%, let me even say 99% of the time, they'll both equal to the same thing. As we can already even see here, you see, K4 here is equal to S1. That's the first thing we can say. K4 equal to S1. The reason is the 10-chord theorem. And then, do you see that S1 is equal to NML there? These two are equal.
Yeah, because of corresponding angles, right? Yeah.
Yeah, boo, yeah, boo. So you see here also we can then say here NML is also equal to S1. The reason is corresponding angles. Now we have stated that they are both equal to S1. So as a conclusion, we can say therefore K4 is equal to NML, you see, because because they are close. No, they are both.
They're both equal to one.
Yes, equal to S1. That's how I remember how to spell because.
Okay, so let's go back to the labeling of NML. So I think because I did this, but what didn't make sense is that, let's look at M particularly. There's M2 and M3. Can't I say M2, M3 equals S1?
You could.
It's just NML, I'm including the M1, but it's not included.
No, that's the thing. When you say NML, you're already cutting the one side of your angle. It's because you have to look at the way it's labeled. This N going to M, and then from M going to L. It automatically tells you that you're talking about this part only.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That is correct, madam. That is correct. So let's see.